Hiya, my name's Scott Stanworth from Barnsley in South Yorkshire. Today we're doing a video on iPhones, so anything from the iPhone 4 right up to the iPhone 10, which is known as the iPhone X, otherwise known. Today we're basically doing a video on iPhones, so it's a tutorial on iPhones. So my iPhone, which is what I'm currently filming on, is an iPhone 4S, which is an iOS 8.9. Or 9.9, sorry, not 8.9. My iPhone's running on iOS 9.9, which is not bad really. Just so you know, the iPhone 4S, as of next month, Apple will not be supporting iPhone 4S anymore because it's been out since 2013. So Apple will make iPhones will not be supporting the iPhone 4S, which is the phone that I've got. So unfortunately for me, I've got an iPhone that's no longer going to be supported. So that's bad news for me really, but I'm not bothered. As long as it works, I'm not particularly bothered. As long as I can use it and it all works fine, and there's no need to worry about anything. So today we're talking about iPhones. So basically, if you've got an iPhone and it's been stolen or you've lost it, the person that's stolen it, or if you've lost it, they can't get into your iPhone unless you've got iCloud on. Now, if you've got iCloud on your iPhone, then you can immediately block the iPhone. So if someone steals it and they try to get into it, they will not stand a chance because Apple will block it. As soon as all you need to do is contact Apple, give them your iCloud account, your username. You don't give your password, but you just give your username, and they'll find your details on their system, and then they'll block that iPhone immediately, and it will no longer be useful to them, as it will be blocked. And the only way they can unblock it will be by contacting the previous owner. Now, on the iPhone with iCloud, you've got a device on the phone which is called Find My iPhone. Now, that tells you where your phone is, exactly the location where it is, and where it's been since it's been lost or stolen. Now, that iPhone can only be used by the person that owns it, which is obviously yourself. If it's your phone, then the person that's stolen it can't get into it. There's no way possible to get into it. Now, people have put videos on YouTube. In fact, there's hundreds of videos on YouTube saying you can bypass the DNS server or you can get past the iCloud account, which is a lot of bullshit. You can't get past it at all. So if you do see those videos, don't be encouraged to try and bypass it, because you won't get past it. These videos have been done, and yes, it does show them getting past the iCloud account, but it's only been done when they've actually got into the iPhone, where they're already in the iPhone, and it's not actually being blocked. Pardon me. So yeah, these videos that are on YouTube, it's all the bullshit basically. You can't get past the iCloud account unless it's your phone. There's no way you can get into it. There's absolutely no way at all. I can guarantee that now 100% that iPhone, if it's yours and you blocked it, if somebody else has stolen it, or if you've lost it and they find it and they try to get into it, they won't stand a chance because Apple will block it. And there's only one way to get past it, and that's by contacting the previous owner who owns that iPhone, and they will then give permission to unblock it or to give you the password and the Apple ID that is linked to that Apple iPhone. That's the only way you can get past it. There's no other way around it, regardless of what happens. So, you know, if it has been stolen, and someone's nicked your phone and they try getting into it, not a chance. They're not getting into that iPhone, regardless of what happens. People have tried and they've failed. And believe me, if you see these videos on YouTube of these guys showing you how to bypass the iCloud account, it's a lot of bullshit. There's no way you can get past it at all. It's physically impossible. Apple have made it so secure that now even the latest iPhones, like the iPhone 7S and the iPhone SE, iPhone 9, iPhone X, especially the iPhone X, you never get into that because it's such high security and it's such a new phone that it's just physically impossible. You're never going to get into it. You'll never bypass it, the iCloud account or the activation lock, because as soon as you switch the phone on and you go into your settings and you press the English menu and then start up, it'll ask for your iCloud account and your Apple ID. If you don't know it, then you ain't getting into it. So basically, if someone does steal your iPhone and something goes wrong, don't worry about it. Don't get worried about it, because no one can get into it at all. And it's basically, I'm telling you the truth, no one can get into that iPhone, any iPhone that's got iCloud account on it. The only iPhone you can get into, which is the iPhone 4, which was released in 2009, I believe. Yeah, 2009. iPhone 4, you can get past that, but you have to rig it up to a laptop, and you have to use this illegal software, which basically allows you to wipe the iPhone completely and install new software onto it, and then you can use the iPhone 4. But that's the only iPhone that you can actually bypass. But any other iPhones above that, so 4S, 5, 5S, 6, 6S Plus, 6S, iPhone 7, iPhone 8, iPhone SE, iPhone 9, and iPhone X, you won't get past it because it's just not possible. So I'm trying to give you a bit of a tutorial on the video so you know what I'm talking about with iPhones, because there's no way you can get into them. And if you could, I'd tell you, because I've done a lot of experience. I used to work in CEX, which is a game shop, and they sell mobile phones, tablets, laptops, computer systems, games, DVDs, CDs, all sorts. And I've done lots of repairs on mobile phones, and I actually had one guy who bought a mobile phone from us, and the iPhone was actually blocked. Well, it wasn't blocked straight away. It was blocked after a couple of days of him buying it. The phone was fine for about 3 or 4 days with him using it perfectly, and then like a couple of days later he switched it on to find that the iCloud account came up asking for an ID and password, and he took it back to us saying, "Oh, we've sold him a blocked phone because he can't get back into it." And we said, "Have you put your Apple ID on it?" He says, "No, I don't." He said, "I don't use Apple ID." And I said, "All right, then we'll give you a refund." So we refunded the money back to him, and then we actually got the police involved, and then we found out who the previous owner was, and they got arrested for it, and they got prosecuted for selling a dodgy phone and blocking it on purpose, so that the person that bought it couldn't get into it, basically. So yeah, that's basically the truth on iPhones. You can't bypass it in any way, shape or form unless it's the iPhone 4. If it's the iPhone 4, then yes you can, but the only way you can do that is by using a laptop, and you have to connect it to your laptop and use illegal software, which is not allowed. And it's actually against the law to do that. So if you do have an iPhone 4 that's blocked and you get past it, be aware that it is an offence, and you will be arrested if you found out to be doing it. And you can even be sent to prison for it. So if you do have an iPhone 4 and you've got it blocked, or you just bought it off someone dodgy and you try and bypass it, and you succeed, and the police find out, they will do you for it. So just be very, very careful. So that's all I'm going to do today on iPhones. So I hope you take on board what I've said to you, and that's my advice to you on iPhones from Scott Stanworth from Barnsley, South Yorkshire. Thank you. Bye.